I keep on thinking back on it, when we escaped with our first real paycheck. Wasn't much, but we needed less.
It's a little bit snowy out here. Beautiful out though. Got a snowblow. Again, I snowblowed yesterday. I wanted to do a quick video and show you guys that I have my desk upstairs. However, on the trip up, we broke one of my drawers here, so my father-in-law is fixing it. Back the whole front all the way across here. So he's fixing that. But I am so pleased with this because we are on a little bit of a journey, which is why I have been MIA, because this is really, really important to us. And we needed to take the time to figure everything out. And it took a while, you guys. It took a long while. So we are on a debt-free journey. I have been working my butt off trying to get everything set up. A lot of computer work, a lot of paperwork, because I have just purchased, I've been watching Jessie over at JWhackers, and I've been watching her for years when she first started Weight Watchers. She is also on a debt-free journey. So I just purchased this book, and I got the PDF version because it was cheaper, and we just printed this out. And so I just, I got these, I had these already. These are little happy planner discs, and I had these, so I thought I might as well use them. And I had this little cover, and I just laminated this cover. I already had the laminator. I had everything. I didn't have to buy anything to start this journey, which was awesome because I had everything. So I just printed this all out. She has little challenges every month along the way, so I added those in there as well. But I have this journey that I'm going through, and this is the debt-free journey that I have been starting, and it's been wonderful. And I just write down all of our debts on there, and I figure everything out, and it's just wonderful. Let me show you one that isn't all the way done. Okay, so this is a blank month here. We'll go with September, and then what you do is you just track your spending. This is your budget sheet initially. And this total up there, your total income, should match your total down here. Mine did. I was really amazed. And then you go through and put down your cash envelope breakdown information. I'll move this over here. So what I've been doing, so I got these envelopes, and each one of them is stuffed with the money I use for each of these items. So I have food, gas, beauty, eating out, miscellaneous, personal, household, and pet care. Your sinking funds are listed right here in this section right here. So after you get done doing your main budget, which is your rent, your electricity, anything you need to live, you list all of that here. Per paycheck. She does paycheck budgeting. This isn't for the month. This is per paycheck. We get paid every 2 weeks. So this is where I put all of our information here. And I'm not doing my husband. My husband is doing a separate budgeting for the main part of the house. And I get money from him, and I do my personal budgeting here. Then you have your envelope down here. So the envelopes that I showed you that were in my wallet, your food, your pet care, beauty, your home expenses like your laundry soap and all of that, I put under household. That sort of thing goes here. Your sinking funds are anything like, these are our sinking funds. I have an extra saving envelope. I have grandbaby envelope because I like to have money for them when they come to visit. And then I'm saving for a desk chair for this desk because I'm using my kitchen chair right now. And I don't want to put it on a charge card because we are no longer putting anything on a charge card. So those are my sinking funds, things you don't technically need, but you really want. You save up for them if you can afford to save up some money for them. And then any extra debt are things that I would put extra on my charge cards. And extra savings are things like any extra 401k you want to stick away. Like for an example, we got 2 checks refunded for a credit card that we overpaid, and then another weird odd thing for unclaimed property or something like that. So I put those 2 small checks here, as extra savings because I just cashed them and I got out cash for those. So I put those there. And after totaling all of these, it says your total income should be 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 all added together. So this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, this is 5. So the savings totals on each of those lines should equal this, which in turn should equal your income. And it worked out for me. I was surprised that I actually did it. And then on this side, you put all of your envelopes again, and you put them all together. So you're going to put your envelopes here and your sinking funds all go together. Anything that's in an envelope, all go together listed here in this line. And then you're going to do your cash breakdown. So you're going to put, let's say you have $100 in food money that you need to take out. So you're going to put a 1 by the 100 here. And then you total it up at the bottom. And then you can go ahead and put them in the denominations on these little cards and tear this off and bring this to the bank. And I know my teller loves this. She's like, oh my gosh, where'd you get these? And I told her, the Budget Mom has them. And it's a huge, this will last me 6 years, you guys, because we get paid every 2 weeks. Yeah, it's awesome. We plan on being debt-free within 3 years. So it's really exciting because I really want a new kitchen, which is why I decided that I was going to start this budgeting thing. You know, I just needed to get my spending under control. So that's why I decided to do this, and it's really helping me. And like I said, everything that I have here, except for buying the PDF, which was actually not bad. I think it was 27, but I had a percentage off or something. And they have these little cash envelope slips in here too. So you don't have to buy the cash envelope things. You can cut these out. I didn't realize that this was actually in the book when I purchased it, and I purchased that at the same time. So it's gonna all work out. I really like those slips though, because they're sticky and you can stick them on your thing. So yeah, that's what I'm working with here. My budget by paycheck is what it's called, and you can go to thebudgetmom.com for more information. She is awesome. She has lots of YouTube videos explaining how this works, and I think you guys would really love it if you are interested in being in a debt-free journey yourself. Definitely check her out because she is awesome. And this is the back of the book, and there's her website there. Things I already canceled, like the Amazon Prime and Fleet Farm, I am paying extra on, like, twice as much on my credit card just to get it paid off. This is my highest interest rate, but lowest. I owe the least on that. So I'm going to get that paid off really quickly. I'm going to be unsubscribing from Scribd because I don't really use it that much anymore. It's the, it's kind of like Audible, but you only get so many books. So yeah, I'm going to unsubscribe from that. And of course, YouTube Premium. These are just bills that I pay. Corey pays all of the household stuff, but these are the ones I pay. I'll give you a quick example of my payday here is highlighted in pink, and all of these things that are highlighted in pink are what is going to be paid by this paycheck. And then this one is blue, so anything highlighted in blue, I will be paying with this paycheck. And then you bring this over to this portion here. You write everything down. All of the red dots are automatically deducted from my checking, so this money right here, I will be keeping in checking. These two things here are Smarty Pig. If you have not heard of Smarty Pig, you have to check it out because we use Smarty Pig all the time. We use it for the majority of our bills, like in car insurance and gas and things that we need a big amount, like the dog's flea and tick medication and their heart guard, all comes to like 600 and some bucks about every year. So we put all in Smarty Pig. You can choose. Let me show you what I have going on my Smarty Pig. Okay, so this is what Smarty Pig looks like. You have your goals, your account. You can add a goal, which is these over here. So as you can see, I have 2 goals here. I'm saving up for my camera that I've really been wanting. So I'm saving $800 every paycheck for a total of $650, and you're gaining 1.75% APR on this, guys. This is way better than most checking and savings accounts. We've been using this for years. It is very safe to use, and it's super easy, very easy to use. And then my second thing I'm saving for is LED lights that I really want, and those are $135 on Amazon. for the ones that I wanted. So I'm saving $20 a paycheck on those. Those are the two things that I don't want to keep in an envelope, and I want to gain APR, the 1.75, because it's a longer term than the little things that I'm saving for. So that's why I have those in the Smarty Pig account. They're easy to change over to your bank. You just transfer them over to your bank when they're ready. It takes about 3 days to get the funds, so it's harder to spend this money in an emergency situation, but that's kind of what you want when you're saving for this. Corey has all of our monthly stuff saved on here, like car insurance and things like that I mentioned, and it's super easy and it's user-friendly for sure. So if you guys have never heard of smartypig.com, go check them out. Send your email to me, because we both can get, like, I think $10 if you sign up. Email me your email address. My email is breakaway1968@gmail.com. I will put it down below. Email me, send me your email. I will email you the link, and we both can get $10. And then over here, now this is January 24th paycheck. Over here is the envelopes that I showed you. This is my sinking funds. I'm saving for a desk chair. I'm also saving for toothbrush heads, because toothbrush heads on our electric toothbrushes are amazingly expensive. So I am saving out. I keep track of all of my household, all of the household stuff that we need. Any household, any food, household gas, personal eating out. I take care of all of those little things, and Corey takes care of the big things. And remember those 2 checks I told you about? I got those here in my income, and then I took them out down here just to even out my budget, because my budget should have totaled this amount, and it was right on because I had those 2 extra checks. So that is what I'm doing here, and I didn't have any extra debt, because I did pay off, instead of putting the minimum here like I should have and put the extra here. I'm still learning all of this, so the extra should have been here, which I didn't do, and I didn't feel like whiting out anymore, so I just left it like it was. And then, but you always put the minimum payment here, and then you put any extra you pay over here. So you live and learn as you budget. And then on this side is all of my cash envelopes. I'm trying to get the shadow out of there. So for an example, we save $400 out for food every 2 weeks, and I just get 4 $100 bills, because I find it harder to spend the $100 bills versus 20s. And then the same thing with household and gas, each 50. And then all the 20s here for all of those things. And then the 2 ones for the toothbrush heads, which, by the time we need them again, I will have enough to just take them out and get them at Sam's Club, which is why I do that. And then we had extra left over for $41, so I just took that out in cash, and that went in my extras. And then down here, this is the full total amount. And so that's the amount of cash that I have to take out of my bank. Let me show you a little bit about, okay, so you're going to have your paycheck bill tracker, which is your budget, essentially. You're going to have the cash envelope breakdown to help you figure out how much you need to take out of your bank in cash. And then you'll have another one, so that's 2 weeks, and another one 3 weeks, another one at 4 weeks, and another one at 5 weeks. So there is 5 weeks of budgeting in here. We only use 2, so I usually tear out the other 3. And then after those, you're going to get something called the expense tracker. And this is where you track every single penny you spend. For example, mine is, and you're going to do one for both cash and your checking account. And if you use credit cards, do one for your credit card. So see how mine is right here? I filled out all of this so far, and I started January, the middle of January. So this is what I spent so far from the middle of January to now. And I keep track of every single penny. And that's going to help you figure out what to put on your budget. So she recommends doing this tracking thing for at least a month or 2 before you even start budgeting. But I pretty much had a feel for what I was spending on things, so I just went ahead and started right away because I really was excited to get started on this. She shows a lot of interesting information. She does have some free printables on her website, so you can check that out. She also has a Facebook group, so you can check all of her information out. And then there's 4 trackers. And then after the trackers, you're going to have something called a debt payment plan. So this is where, see, I haven't filled this out yet because I haven't been to the end of the month yet. So you're going to put your total debts in here, the creditor, the balance, the interest rate, minimum payment, and the order in which you want to pay them off. And then you're going to do extra debt payments. So the creditor, extra amount that you're paying, and the payment date. So any extra payments you do on here. The total debt payments this month you put right here. So over on this side here, you're going to do the monthly debt progress. So you're going to find out your last month, this month, and your progress on that, and the percentage of the progress. Kind of a cool tool there. And she explains in here what the formula is to figure this all out. So it's super easy to follow. It's super simple. She gives you the formulas you need for this. And then you're going to figure out the overall debt progress, total debt you started with, this month total debt balance, overall debt progress, and the overall debt progress percentage. So I really love that page. And then on the next page, you get the monthly net worth. So you can figure out what your monthly net worth is, which I find really interesting. I can't wait to do this and figure out where our net worth is on here. And then the next page is closing out your budget. So she gives you like 4 pages of where did my money go, which is you're going to be closing out your budget with these 4 pages. And then you're going to get a monthly budget category breakdown, starting balance, incoming income, total monthly income. So you're going to do all of that here. Budget categories, monthly budget, monthly spent, the difference in the percentage of income that you're spending. So if you put food here, you'll be able to see what percentage of your income goes on food. I find this so amazing. She's so intelligent. I'm like, wow, I love it. I love finding out that information, finding out where our money is going, and then trying to work with lowering our bills that way. I just find it really fascinating. I don't know. And then this page is the monthly debt savings breakdown. So you're going to have your debt and then your savings, and then you're going to get debt categories, savings categories. And then you're going to find out total monthly income, monthly debt payoff, income of percentage of income to debt. And then on this side, percentage of income to saved. So this is, it's just amazing. It's interesting things that you should really know in your budget in order to be able to get out of debt. Definitely. So I recommend this 100%. And then the last where did my money go page to close out your budget is the monthly savings comparison. So you can compare last month to this month. So this is last month. If you're starting, you won't have last month, which I won't this time, but I will have this month. And it's just so amazing. And then you can find the change in the dollars here too. I love it. And that's the last page. And then you have your teller slips, which you can take to the bank and get out the cash denominations. I just love this book. And this is what we've been working on, guys. And I've been spending a lot of time on this, which means less time for spending, which also means, unfortunately, less time for videos right now. But I'm going to get used to this. Once I get used to doing this, it's going to be really fast. So this whole last week, not only did Corey get into a car accident, and not only were we super sick, well, I was super sick. I got this lung thing that had me down for a whole week, and I was miserable. I was so sick, and it was even hard to even walk from one place to another because I had this virus that was going on. So I've got rid of all that. Corey's fine. He just knocked over a stoplight, and now he's fine. He's good to go. We are on this journey, guys. We are on this journey, and it's going to be a rough one, but once it's done, we're going to feel so much better. We're going to feel so much better. And by the end of the year, we should have most of our credit cards paid off, which is awesome. And it warms my heart knowing that we're going to be okay. You know, we're going to do this. We've decided not to spend money, or at least a lot of money eating out. I have an eating out envelope, which I think I put $20 in, and I'm hoping not even to use that at all. Let's see. Yeah, I put $20. I think it was 20. Yes, so $20 in my envelope. I still have that 20 in there. And oh, and then I got to show you. Okay, so in my food envelope, I also keep this little card. So you put the money, the total amount that you have in your cash envelope for your paycheck, period. And then you put the date there and what you spent this money on. So I spent $107.87 at Pick and Save. And then my remainder balance is $292.13. And then today, which is the 26th, I also went back to Pick and Save because I did forget a few items that I forgot to add to my list. So I spent another $12.15. So my total now is $279.98. So I would keep track of everything I spent out of my grocery money on here. And then when I'm out of this money, I can't shop there anymore until payday. So it's simple as that. If I do need something extra, which I may because I'm just now budgeting this, so I'm not sure if this is even going to be enough or if it's going to be too much. So I just kind of guesstimated on what I thought we were spending, but in reality, I have no idea. That's when your tracking comes in really handy. So when you're tracking each item, you'll be able to tell where your money is going. Like every penny is listed in here, every single penny. So I have been keeping really good tabs on that, and I plan on continuing that. And that is what we have been up to this last whole week. And I find it very important that we get control of this and get everything paid off so we can get our new kitchen like we wanted and start putting some extra money away for retirement. We've got 401ks and we've got some other investments that we have, but still you want enough that you can retire comfortably. Retirement is important to us, so that is our main goal, is to get all of our debt paid off and get some pretty good retirement added up. Guys, a little tour of my drawer area. This is where I keep all of my receipts that we spend every paycheck. I clip them all together. So I keep all my receipts. I put the date on there, which was our paycheck was a 1/24/20, and I just clip them all together and I keep them in this thing. And then for the next paycheck, I'll have another clip together with all the receipts. And then I have, these are all things I had. I have my Kleenex back there. I have some old receipts over there that I may need to go through. I'm not sure yet. And then I have these little booklets that I use. And I've got change here for my debt-free journey because sometimes you get change from your envelopes. And I just keep them all in here versus keeping them in the envelope. So I can count that out and make sure, I can turn them back into dollar bills and put them back into where they belong. So that's that drawer. And of course that one I don't have anything because there's no drawer there. But I have my punch there, my tape, and then I have all of my cards that I could send to people there. I've got this desk drawer that I have everything organized pretty nicely in here. And then this one is where I keep my workbook, and then my stickers or anything that I may need for that. And then I've just got some lotion in there that I use for my hands because my hands get really dry when I work with paper. And then I have my planner in here with a bunch of, these are envelopes that we use for tax time. So every tax season, I just put my like 2019 taxes, I write that on there, and I keep all of our tax stuff in there. My microphone and my headphones for editing. And then in here, Corey got me this llama, so I got to put it up on my desk. And then I have any extra change that I find laying around, I put in there, which will go in, I'll put that in the bank, and I'll get the cash out of it, and then I'll just put it in as income for next pay period. So that's going to be incoming income. And then I have my other planner there. And I have these planners here. These are for my what I ate when I do paper tracking. And then I have all these other books here that I use frequently. So that's that drawer. And in that drawer, when it comes back, I'm going to be putting my label maker over there, and then a couple other things that I have to go in there. But that is my desk right now. But I'm about to edit this video, and I will talk to you guys soon. Thank you so much for watching. But that is what we've been doing this last week. We've been super busy, and we've been getting a lot of stuff done when it comes to our budget. So we found this to be the priority that we really had to work on. So I didn't have time to do any filming or editing because we were constantly working at this like all the time. We just worked on this like nonstop. It was actually kind of exciting and kind of fun, but that is what we were doing. I will talk to you guys soon. Please be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and be sure to share it if you think anybody else may like it.
They call